Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. Coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. As I've been all year long with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, this has been brewing for a few years now, but the Bills are finally over the hump and back in the Super Bowl.
And as everyone in the Bills Mafia would tell you in a heartbeat, looking to win it for the first time ever. Remember, they went to 4 straight in the 90s, couldn't get the job done, but as you have said, they've been on the climb the last few seasons, and here they are, ready to close the deal.
And meanwhile, for the Packers, not many could have predicted they'd make it back to this Super Bowl, but everything has gone their way, and they search for what would be their second title of the millennium.
And that title? Super Bowl 45 in Dallas, or actually Arlington, Texas, so I don't get in trouble with the locals, over Pittsburgh. A proud franchise continuing to find ways to get to the big game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They start the drive with Cook. And some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 2nd down, here's Allen. His throw incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Sliding out of the pocket. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action this time with Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second down and 4. Love going to give this. Now loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Bills ready to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. Doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Play fake. Here's Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Love. And that is incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have...
This is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 55 yards. And the Bills will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Love now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They're moving all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On play action, Love to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. To throw now. Here's Love. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways. As you know, they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They do go for it. Here's Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bills are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
21-3, our score. A little lopsided early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Throwing now is Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A rubber throw caught by Dobbs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Jones again on second down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Love looking to throw it. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Escaping. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play action this time with Love. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Love now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Matt Milano in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll buy some time right. Uncorks one for Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 81 yards. And the Bills are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. First down, Love to pass. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Bass on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Love now to pass on first down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Throwing. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again. Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. How about these numbers? 3 touchdown passes plus 2 touchdown runs. Just an absolute masterclass in those first 2 quarters. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi Trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
2nd and 9.
Ready.
Again, it's Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Ready.
Here's Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken at around the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Rolling to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. To the air. Allen on the move to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
17.
Second down, Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic first down. Here we go. Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Yellow, line.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guy stopping the run has been superior.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Gabe Davis and the Bills offense set to get back to work. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Cook able to escape, and they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Steps away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Dancing to his left. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Allen. Swinging this out right here for Cook. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook from 8 yards out. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, Time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here's Hardy set to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Bills. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make...
Stephon Diggs! Touchdown! Stephon Diggs! 59 yards. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Here's Bass now to send it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cut.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Another great play defensively.